You know how fast you were going?
What? How fast you were going?
I don't know. 10?
8.
Be advised, this is an explicit podcast. If you're easily offended, get your panties twisted into a knot. Leave now. Run to your safe space. Get your little cloth for your tears. All the opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the host and his guest and do not reflect the opinions of any local or government agency. Welcome. Extra episode in MOTORCOP Chronicles podcast. I'm your host, Iceman. Well, things set up. Of course, we got some Louisiana Crime. Never hurting for that. Always have a plenty of Louisiana Crime. If anybody wants a great cigar, go to mypatriotcigar.com. Use promo code MOTORCOP15. Get 15% off your order. I believe anything over $100, you get free shipping. Awesome cigar. If you enjoy a premium cigar, go get you one. If you want any merchandise, like the shirt I got on here, this one on the back says Motor Life, about that life. All the other stuff, you can either go to motorcopchronicles.com, click on any of the links on there. Also, you can go to the Etsy store, MOTORCOP Chronicles Podcast on Etsy store. What's up, Bill? Yeah, just thought I'd jump on here and do an extra one. I had set it up to do it over the weekend and didn't get to it, so I figured I'd throw it on here today. Me and the wife have to go do some farm work when she gets home in the goat pen, so I figured I'd do this now. The goats. If anybody would like any extra episodes, I actually have a video, some pictures I'm going to be putting on Patreon later after I finish this. Those people are going to be like, it's one of them, what the fuck, did that really happen? Yes, it did. It's a video and some pictures, and I'll explain that on there. If anybody's interested in that, you can go join the Patreon. There's 3 different tiers. Plenty of extra stuff. I'm very active on it. I understand if you can't. Times are tough. Bidenomics is killing all of it. But I will keep putting out all this free stuff. Speaking of the Patreons, we got Miss Kelly Meyer. We got Jared Nitrous, MotorCop for Life. We got Mr. William Gibo, who is in the chat with us already. We got Burley Boards, Dan Carlson. Y'all go check them out. Superior Wood Products. You can use them for all sorts of stuff. Chopping your food, spanking your kids, spanking your wife, or home defense, knocking out a bad guy. Y'all go check them out. We got T-Bird. We got our favorite truck driver, Hoppy Hoppison. We got Mr. Blake Walker. We got Aaron from Not Had to Say It podcast. Y'all go check him out. Always putting out great stuff. We got Mr. Z Palmer, Roy Spalding, Roy with the S, not Roy with the P. We got our favorite Australian girl, JoJo, and we got Natasha A. from the great state of Washington. Appreciate y'all helping me pay the bill. Had Sailor Outlaw George in here earlier. I don't know if he's still here. He's over there on the tube. We're gonna jump into it. I got plenty of Louisiana crime story. This first one here. Pull up his little picture. Nice looking fella, right? Neck tattoos and stuff. He looks like a nice fella. This come from WBRZ Channel 2 out of Baton Rouge. The man, he's accused of pimping underage girls. This man right here, he was already out on a bond for human trafficking in a whole nother case. And he just got rearrested for basically doing the same fucking thing. A man out on bond in a juvenile human trafficking case has been arrested on new charges again involving teen girls. Cavante Reed, booked last Thursday, with human trafficking and indecent behavior with juvenile. The new investigation began when a teen girl went to Baker police about messages she said she was getting from Reed, according to public record. She said she met Reed when she was 12, and that was recently as February she had been forced into sex for money at Baton Rouge motels. Reed posted online ads and kept the money paid for those encounters. The victim said Reed also sometimes beat her and forced her to have sex with him, according to the arrest warrant. He had previously been arrested on human trafficking charges and was trial's been set for June. He was out on bond in that case when he was rearrested Thursday. The district attorney's office said on Friday asked the judge to revoke his other bond. Well, no shit. Police said a trafficking victim was rescued during the investigation that led to his current arrest. So there's one little girl went up there and said something. She was 12 when they first met. I don't know how old she was when all this was going on, but piece of shit predator right there. He is out on bond and doing the same exact thing. If the judge don't revoke his bond and give him no bond, something's fucking wrong, right? This piece of shit right here. There's just, I don't even have words to talk about it. I mean, raping teenage girls, pimping them out and everything else. Just a piece of shit. Watch your daughters. Watch your little girls. This internet is not a friendly place for little girls, women, especially children, though. This next one I have specific knowledge of. I was actually in part of this bailiffing. This fella right here looks like just somebody's grandpa, except for that orange jumpsuit, right? Right. You wouldn't want this grandpa anywhere around his grandkids or anybody else's kids. Anyway, they just had his jury trial. This man's name was Thomas. I ain't gonna say his last name. He was 72 years old. Anyway, I heard some of the trial and stuff like that. The jury went out to deliberate. If any of y'all know anything about juries, the longer a jury's out, the better it is for the pieces of shit, right? The alleged criminals. The longer a jury is out, the better it is for the criminal or the defense, however you want to put it. You don't, being on the defense side, you don't want a jury to come back quickly. That means they went in there, because I've never got the opportunity to be on the jury, which I like, but when they go in, the first thing they're going to do is take a vote right off the bat to see where they stand. Well, this man here was on trial for sex crimes, being a pedophile. He had 15 counts of production of child pornography, 5 counts of possession, and that's what he was on. One of his victims was 5 years old at the time, and they had 2 other ones that were, preteens. They were his grandchildren. These 2 little girls got on the stand. These 3 little girls got on stand and testified against this man. That's brave. It's hard. They had to relive this. The jury did come back in 7 minutes. They went out. 7 minutes later, they were back in. Guilty, 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 guilty on all those counts I just told you. Each one of the charges that he's on, they got convicted of, 15 and 5, which is 20 counts altogether. Each one carries from between 25 and 99 years. So basically, hopefully, he will be doing the rest of his life in prison. He's 72. He's never going to see free air again. Only sunshine he's going to see is over a barbed wire fence. So this piece of shit here who touched his own grandchildren gonna get his just sentence. Like I said, just a piece of shit. Here's the Duke dog putting a big shit right in his mouth because that's what he belongs. That's what he needs. Glad I was there to see it. Bye, you nasty fucking man. Touching you. It's bad enough to be a pedophile, but to be one with your own flesh and blood takes a certain kind of evil to do that. In my opinion, anyway. Next, we're going to go on, I think, to some more sex offenders. I don't know why I got so many sex offenders, but that's what we had today. Yeah, no, maybe the Church of Satan, William. Maybe the Church of Satan. What Bill G. said, he was a good boy on his way to church. I'm like, I know. Yeah, the Church of Lucifer. Next, we're going over to Hammond. This piece of shit right here. Here he is. This guy right here. Now, you audio listeners can't see it, but this man right here, we're going to put Duke on him too, taking a big shit in his mouth because that's what he deserves. This piece of shit. He had been arrested previously and convicted on child sex crimes, pornography. Well, guess what? Mr. David Hollingsworth right there, 59 years old. He was booked again this past Thursday in Tangipahoa Hope Parish on 7 felony counts of pornography involving juveniles. He was convicted back in 2012 of receiving child porn and sentenced to 5 years in prison and 5 years of supervised release. So I guess he did his time and he got out. They busted him again. The tips came in from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. These people do a bang up job. They helped catch a shit ton of these fucking pedophiles. So hopefully he gets more than 5 years this time. Hopefully they max him out. Hope he gets at least minimum of the 25 or something like that. He's a piece of shit. He's a pedophile. He's a predator. He with little children. Like I said before, some people may disagree. People that probably listen to me don't disagree. But you cannot cure these pedophiles. There's only one cure for it. And that's when he stops breathing. I'm not saying anybody should do anything with these people. I'm just saying it's the only cure. They can go to prison, get out, come out. They will eventually do it again. Something's fucked up in their head, and it's no excuse. They ought to just, I don't know, take themselves out or something, because there's no, they all reoffend over and over and over again. And they're stopping. How many children have to be harmed because of pieces of shit like that? This guy right here, nice looking fella, huh? Not really. Looks like he's pissed off. He's probably pissed off because he got caught. This was in Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge Police Department arrested this man for what? First-degree rape. The Baton Rouge Police Department arrested this man for first-degree rape and aggravated burglary this past Friday. DeAndre Spurlock, a whole 19 years old, allegedly sexually assaulted a female victim on March the 6th. They successfully identified and apprehended him without any incident, and he has been booked into the East Baton Rouge Parish Prison. That's all he had on him. Another rapist. Rape is not about sex. Rape is about control, because there's too many young ladies out there giving this shit up for free. Again, another rapist. If he raped once, he'll end up raping again down the road. Hopefully he gets maxed out. I doubt it. Not the way the judicial system is. I doubt he does, but hopefully he will go to prison and Angola for a very long time. I don't know what's up. We got all these pedophiles and rapists and all this shit like this. It was a fucked up week last week, wasn't it? Around here, anyway. This next one here, I ain't pulling no videos or nothing up. We're going to Madisonville on the North Shore here in Louisiana. According to a task force in Madisonville, the FBI, ATF, and some other people raided this man's house. He was 66 years old, a Robert Coleman. Why did they raid a 66-year-old man's house? Was it another pedophile? Nope. Was it a drug dealer? Nope. Mr. Coleman, 66 years old, had been making explosive devices in his home. He admitted to the agents that he had built improvised explosive devices, IEDs, in his house. The documents also say that Coleman had been arrested before in 91 in Jefferson Parish for manufacturing explosive devices. That arrest had been expunged. Coleman had shipped dozens of explosive equipment elements and chemicals to his North Shore home on 35 Mary Street before he was arrested. According to the task force charged with the case, Coleman improvised the explosive devices using everyday items, which many can be ordered off Amazon. These included coffee filters, airbag material, and a chemical compound associated with cancer treatment known as hydrazine sulfate. After reviewing the materials, the scientists at the explosive unit concluded the chemicals in question can be utilized in conjunction with other chemicals to manufacture an assortment of explosive materials. The potential nefarious uses of these items were detailed by the scientists. They said that he ended up meeting the agents in his driveway, waived his Miranda rights, talking freely to the agents, admitting he purchased the materials to make explosive and constructed some IED. He even told the agents where they could be found in the home. Bomb technicians recovered the items. At least he's a polite and nice and honest criminal. He's being held in prison in the jail for those charges on federal charges. I'd like to know why was he building this stuff? I mean, what's going on in this man's head that he's building bombs? Kind of scary. Are any out there? Did he sell any? Makes you wonder. Going back to Baton Rouge. Let's see. From WAFB 9. We have 2 people are dead and a third was transported to the hospital after shots were fired inside of a Baton Rouge, Shenandoah neighborhood Friday afternoon. Brent Doloth, 63 years old, is charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder, according to East Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff's Office. Sidney Doloth, 84, and Christian Doloth, 30, have been identified by the deputies as a shooting victim. The shooting happened in 5200 block of Blue Water Drive, just south of George O'Neill. The incident was reported by a person inside the home who called 911. Deputies said the suspect is believed to have shot and killed his father, Sidney, who was 84, and he shot and killed his own daughter, who was 30, Christina Duluth, before shooting and injuring himself. Did he really want to hit him to kill himself? I mean, I'm pretty sure he could have. Brett and his father lived together at the residence. His daughter was visiting. It was a family dispute, from what I understand. You can't determine what's going to happen. You just know what's going on. You just don't never know what's going on inside of someone else's houses. They appear to be great on the outside, but you just never know what's going on, said a neighbor. The first deputies who arrived on the scene quickly sealed off nearby streets as though they were searching for the shooter. However, East Baton Rouge Sheriff spokesman Casey Rayburn Hicks said that that was just a precautionary measure. He was booked into the East Baton Rouge Parish Jail. He will be once he's released from the hospital. So if he did try to shoot himself, I mean, what did he shoot himself in the leg? I mean, don't take much to suck on that metal dick and pull the trigger, right? So, I don't know. Man killed his own daddy and killed his own daughter, who was, from what I understand, she was from out of town visiting. I mean, that's messed up. That's messed up. There's just a crazy ass world we're living in today. This next one we're going to talk. Oh, you saw Duke down there, Bill. This next one we're going to talk about some bills. They're talking about what laws they're trying to do in Louisiana. Because they're on. I think they're in session right now. The House Transportation Committee passed a number of bills that have to do with safety. They could have an impact on motorcycle smokers and people who walk along highways. HB 317 looks to do away with the state's mandatory helmet law for motorcyclists. This representative wants to change it. The people who are over 21 and can prove they have health insurance do not have to wear helmets. Yes, it's a safety issue, but golly, we've got some rights, as citizens of Louisiana. A motorcyclist who spoke in favor of this bill said there are rallies that draw in thousands of people in other states. She said the helmet requirement could dissuade them from wanting to travel to Louisiana. We used to be like that in Louisiana back under Governor Mike Foster. Once he was out, it was changed back. I know a lot of people ride motorcycles. Heck, I'm a motorcycle cop. I kind of agree and disagree both ways on this one. Like when I went to some motorcycle rallies in Florida, Florida don't have a helmet law. I didn't wear a helmet, but everywhere I went was extremely slow. Thing is when you're at speed, even if you're slow, you can really hurt yourself. But if you're at speed and get into a crash, it does help. I mean, I've been in a couple motorcycle crashes, and I can tell you if I didn't have a helmet on, I don't know if I'd be here today. My brains might have been all over the place. The helmet saved my life, I know, or saved me from a serious bodily injury. So my thing is, if you're going to do something like that with a helmet law, fine, go ahead and do it. We're Americans. You should have the right. Then do the same thing with the seatbelt law. Because wearing a helmet on a motorcycle is basically the same thing as being forced to wear a seatbelt inside of your vehicle as an adult. So if you're going to do the helmet law, change it where if you're 21 or older and you can prove you have health insurance, you don't have to wear a seatbelt in your vehicle. Tit for tat, right? I mean, it kind of makes the same sense. To me, it does anyway. Write in comments and let me know what y'all think. It says, there's so many riders that don't own a helmet because they're not required to in the state, so they avoid Louisiana. Of course, a Democrat pushed back against the law. She said it's a safety issue and could lead to insurance rate going up for some. I'm sure it will. We'll probably have more motorcycle deaths or serious injuries after that. In 2021, we had 86 motorcycle fatalities. In 2022, we had 88. Of those that died that year, 86% were wearing DOT helmets, approved helmets. Then another bill, they have another bill that would ban smoking in a car with a child under the age of 13 inside. It's already penalized for smoking with kids in car seats in the car. Kids don't even supposed to be in a booster seat until they're 12. He wants to protect young children from secondhand smoke. As a traffic cop, I'm gonna tell you, most cops I know don't, what to me personally, I mean, unless they just really pissing me off, it's going to be something I'll use if they piss me off. Because what's all right? So they're not in the car smoking. What's going to stop them from smoking in their house around the kid or something like that? It's not. So I mean, also they've seen a rash of pedestrians that have been hit and killed on the side of the road, especially at night. That's because people walk around with black fucking clothes on in the middle of the night with nothing blinking, reflective, or nothing on, and walking the fucking street. Cars come along and smoke them. It's the person walking's fault. I've almost hit somebody because of that. It would prohibit people from walking on the side of a highway where the speed limit is above 35 miles an hour at night unless they have a reflective vest on. I can agree with that one. Like I said, because these but you know what? It's not going to stop them. You can make as many laws as you want. Nothing's going to stop. They're still going to fucking do it. You think these people that these hitchhikers and shit that you see, no, they're still going to do it. I'm kind of up in the air in the helmet one. Like I said, I'm fine. If you do the helmet one, then do the same thing with the seatbelt in a vehicle. That helmet's the only really piece of safety you can have riding on a motorcycle, except for them jacket shits they wear. It don't really work. Then do the same thing with seatbelt. This next one here, they had a little 11-year-old girl that in Iberia Parish. She had been in jail. She'd been in jail for 107 days or something. She had murder charges and stuff against her. They dropped the murder charges. I think she got an obstruction of justice charge. Basically, I think her mom is accused or alleged or whatever of smoking this person. Kid either knew about it, saw it, and lied to the cops. They had her charged with accessory after fact murder. Anyway, they dropped the murder charge. She pled guilty to an obstruction of justice charge. She will serve 7 years with 3.5 years suspended. So she's probably got enough for time served almost. And she is to remain in the state custody while awaiting the predisposition scheduled for April the 16th. This is bad parent raising. I mean, at least she wasn't going to rat her mom out. I mean, so the mom should never put the kid in a situation, even see her, commit a murder or homicide or anything like that. So let's hope she don't reoffend when she gets older. When she ain't a homicidal maniac. This next one kind of pisses me off. I was like, I read this and I was like, what? Y'all see these 3 little goats right here? Red, blue, and this other one? These are not my goats. These aren't goats. Cute little goats, right? Yep. This was out of Slidell from WGNO. 2 ladies said their pet goats were stolen from their house. On February 19th, Barbara Taylor and her friend Mary Holland returned home to find their 3 goats missing from their yard, Red, Blue, and Shep. I put them on a St. Tammany Parish Lost and Found Facebook, and someone gave me a tip that they were at the Quick and Easy Mart. Now, were they fucking shopping? I don't think so. Why were the goats at the Quick and Easy Mart? I figured I would just go down there and get my goats. But when she got there, I feel sorry for this lady. I'd have probably hurt somebody really bad. They were skinning Red. This one right here. Poor Red. Poor Red right here. They were skinning him. Cute little Red. They were skinning him. And Blue was tied up next to go. According to Taylor, the goats had escaped their enclosure while she was in Baton Rouge, and they were mistakenly brought to the Ag Center in Slidell. Taylor said Red and Blue and Shep were stolen from the Ag Center by an unknown man and sold to the manager of the nearby gas station for $100 each. When someone steals your pets, I mean, you have a loss, you know. Physically and emotionally, I'm distraught. These were my babies. In an attempt to rescue her pets, Taylor and Holland drove to the Quick and Easy Mart where they were able to save Blue with just minutes to spare. Unfortunately, Red had already been killed and Shep was nowhere to be found. They were Nigerian dwarf goats. They're not bred for meat. Taylor, a veteran, raised the 3 goats from when they were just a few days old to help with her post-traumatic stress. They became her babies. No arrests have been made in the case, but deputies taking time to sheriff's office investigating. Taylor plans to purchase more goats in future and has created a GoFundMe for anyone wanting to help. I'll tell you what. Let me find out somebody stole my goats. First of all, this motherfucker's got to know who stole them because he bought them from them. Who the fuck did you buy the goats from? Where's Shep? You killed this little goat right here to eat it. Just saying, if that was me, I'd have probably got charged, arrested myself for beating the fuck out of the Easy Mart guy. Especially if he tried to play the shit with me. I mean, I'll say it wasn't his fault. He bought the goats for money. But I said, who'd you buy the goats from? Oh, I don't know. Who'd you buy the goats from? I don't know. Yeah, you know who the fuck they are. What their name, what they look like. Show me some video footage because I know you got it here at the fucking Easy Mart. I want to know who stole my fucking goats. And then if you still wouldn't give it to me, I'd have got charged because I'd have probably put my hands on somebody. Killed a poor goat. Gonna eat it. Probably kill the other one too. I said, poor little goat. That'd have pissed me the fuck off from him. I'm just saying that right there. And that's cheap. $100 each for those goats. So 4 pieces of shit in her. Got plenty of pieces of shit today. Really, and just a lot of pieces of shit. This next one just kind of caught my eye because I thought it was kind of just weird, you know. An Amelia man got arrested. What does this guy get arrested for? It's in St. Mary Parish. Because I was like, what? He got arrested for stealing water. Okay. But he wasn't stealing it out the water fountain. He wasn't telling me. What the man did is he went out and he fucking tied into the main city water line in front of the meter and went around the meter so he wasn't paying a water bill. I mean, I don't know how much his water bill was. My water bill's like $25 a month. Sometimes, most time it's less. But Spencer Oquan II, 52 years old, got booked with felony theft. He posted a $750 bond and was released back in October. Deputies got a complaint about water being stolen from the main line. I mean, really? I mean, catch a whole felony charge for stealing water. Must have been really thirsty. Like I say, really, there's like you didn't think they were going to catch you. Like them people that come out there ain't going to notice that somebody done dug up around that motherfucker. Trust me. Oh, they know. They know. Just like when you try to steal electricity. They know. I like Joe Biden. They know. Whispering. But I'm not going to sniff nobody. Well, I guess it depends on what you smell like. This guy right here, next. It's going by way quicker than I thought it was going to go. This guy right here, this nice looking fella. This is if we did a hot nuts today, this motherfucker would get the hot nuts. Okay. This man is I want y'all to look at Mr. Dylan Guidry, 29 years old. He was arrested on March the 13th. For what? For what? Was he stealing something? Was he another pedophile? Did he chop up somebody's goats? No. This dumbass motherfucker got arrested for trying to break into the New Orleans Parish Prison. OPP, Orleans Parish Prison. Y'all heard me right. Dumbass wasn't trying to break it. No, he wasn't trying to break out of prison. He was trying to break into prison. Okay. He allegedly got caught attempting to climb a wall into the secure grounds of the Orleans Justice Center jail. He was booked with attempted burglary, resisting arrest by force, so he was resisting, trespassing, and attempting to bring contraband into the jail. I'm like, was he trying to sneak shit in for people? We'll see where they're going with that part of it. The unusual anti-jailbreak occurred at 1:36 p.m. 1:36 p.m. in the afternoon. We're looking at 1336 hours, okay? It's fucking broad fucking daylight. This dude tried to fucking climb into jail. He had white shirt and cargo shorts on. He was trying to climb the wall behind the temporary detention center. Oh, God. He was apprehended 11 minutes later by deputies. The sheriff's office said it conducted an immediate head count of jail inmates and confirmed all detainees were still in custody. And they were one heavy. This guy right here. And he got to join them. He said the contraband allegation against him stemmed from his attempt to bring a cell phone into the facility as he was climbing the wall. So I'm pretty sure it was his cell phone he had on him while he was trying to get in. And he fucking popped him with that extra charge. This dude is the biggest dumbass. Who tries to break into fucking jail? Who tries to break? This guy right here. If we had hot nuts on this one, this dude gets the hot nut. He tried to break into fucking jail. There's people trying to get out of jail. He's trying to break into jail. Idiot. These two stupid motherfuckers right here. We got Redneck 1 and Redneck 2, as we can see. They look like pedos. In my opinion, anyway. But did I not do this story? Maybe I forgot to put it on here. They got charged with I think they are pedos, with 500 counts of child porn also. I don't have the story, but that's them. They look like pedos. I mean, look at them. Just pieces of shit. Sorry, I must have missed that story. This next story, though, is better than that one anyway. This lady right here. What did she do? This woman likes to, she's all about family. I'm going to tell you that right now. If Roy P., she may still be in jail. I mean, I don't find her attractive, but Roy P. might. This was in Abita Springs. What is this mom accused of? Well, first, her son got arrested for a shit ton of drugs. Her son, Alan Tate Jr., last week got arrested for having 50 doses of LSD 0.7 grams of suspected cocaine, 12 chocolate bars with psilocybin mushrooms with another 332 grams of the mushrooms, 6 grams of suspected heroin, 36 dosage of counterfeit Adderall pills suspected to contain fentanyl, among other drugs. So he got arrested for all of those drugs. So mom got arrested for continuing her son's drug operation while he was in prison. His mom, Monique, right there, 48 years old, got arrested for illegal narcotics with intention to sell them associated with the incarcerated guy. So mom, I guess, got a hold of some more drugs that I guess they didn't get out of the house. And she's like, well, fuck, I got to get baby boy a good lawyer. But I ain't got the money for it. And I can't let him go out of business. So she continued the dope game. And now she in jail too. They don't have co-ed cells. I guess they'll have to pass note to each other. A family that crimes together stays together, I guess. Just you have to see them on visiting days and not at the same time. But yeah, this lady right here, she wasn't letting her baby boy's business go down the drain. Well, it is now. Because obviously he got busted. Now she got busted. So the family needs a new line of business because they're not doing a very good job at it. This next one here is, I didn't even know these things existed. I should have assumed, but, some things you would think that just didn't exist. Anyway, they got a state senator here in Louisiana. They're introducing a bill to ban something. They're introducing a bill to ban a doll. This bill, if passes, which I hope to God it does, because like I said, I didn't know this existed, would ban child sex dolls. Who the fuck makes these things and then starts trying to sell them? Dolls that look like children to have sex with. 9 other states already have a law. This law, SB 107, would make the possession, creation, distribution, or the importation of a sex doll in the image of a child under the age of 12 a crime. I'd say anything under the age of 17. It's be kind of hard to tell maybe, but yeah. The violation, if this does pass, and it does, it would be met with 2 years in prison and up to $20,000 in fines. She said the Homeland Security agent first told her about the dolls after seeing one being shipped to a metairie, which is outside of New Orleans, from outside of the United States. Forensic nurse was asked to testify in a bill recalled a similar incident where a Florida woman allegedly found a doll that closely resembled her daughter selling on Amazon for $559. Rooney said this proposed bill would help curb such a listing. She modeled the bill after the others in Florida, Tennessee, Kentucky, Utah, Hawaii, Wisconsin, Mississippi, and Massachusetts. What I think is funny is Hawaii has a ban on child sex dolls, but you can fuck a dog in Hawaii. They got the law saying you can have sex with animals in Hawaii, but I mean, they got to make their mind up. They can do one thing or the other. That's ridiculous. So hopefully, she also has another bill, HB 17, which would add the unapproved antidepressant, I can't say it, Typetine or something, to the list of Schedule I drugs. Both bills have passed out of committee and will be heard on the Senate floor. I had no idea that people made fucking underage looking sex dolls. And then these pedophiles probably buy them and they get over here. And what happens when they're tired of fucking this doll and then they want to ramp up their pedophilia and actually go rape a child? I hope that passes. I've never, like I said, I never heard of them. Sick motherfuckers. That's all I gotta say about that. Just some sick people. Sick individuals. Who wants to come on vacation in Louisiana? Kind of putting a bad taste in everybody's mouth about coming here. This next one, still, it's like, the fuck? A 5-year-old girl got shot getting off the school bus. 5. What, you think she owed somebody some money? Did she jack a drug dealer? I mean, what happened? 5-year-old. I doubt any of those scenarios happened. Less than a week ago, after a Karen Crow high school student was killed as he was getting off the school bus, a similar incident happened to a girl in Crowley, Louisiana. In Karen Crow, 18-year-old Jalen Joyner was shot on March the 1st in the Make Ridge subdivision. Emergency responders immediately brought him to the hospital where he died from his injuries. The 19-year-old Malachi Ducote had been arrested on the second-degree murder charges, but law enforcement believe multiple people have been involved in the shooting. The investigation is ongoing. Flash forward to 6th day, just past Thursday, March the 7th. A social media post began swirling with reports of a Crowley girl who was shot at a bus stop. When the recent shooting came across news reports of gun violence across the country, Crowley residents were understandably concerned and upset. My thing is the father was walking his 5-year-old daughter home from the bus stop when she was shot in the arm. Thankfully, injury wasn't life-threatening, but she was transported to hospital for treatment. I'm sure she wasn't a target. Was dad the target? Who knows? This is fucking getting out of hand. These little kids getting out. We just had recently, over the weekend, we had a child. I don't know I just saw the headline. Got shot, I believe, in Tangipahoa Parish area while they were on the interstate. The kid got hit by a bullet coming from another car. These children are getting shot. Thank God this little girl didn't get hurt bad. I'm sure it hurt. I've never been shot. Thank God. I hope I never get shot. But she was 5. All she was doing getting off the school bus. These bad guys, if they want to keep shooting at each other, they need to learn to go fucking take some lessons and learn how to hit what they're shooting at. Dumb fuckers. This last one is from Broussard, Louisiana. And this man, this Lafayette man, is suing now. Civil lawsuit against the Tiny Buffet. Oh, fat boy, you want some muscle inside pork? No, I want some sesame chicken. Anyway, this guy was went to the Chinese buffet, and he's like he was eating his little heart content. That's some shrimp fried rice, and he went to drink his water, and it said said this water tastes really funny. And he said he has been battling with the restaurant in court for more than 5 years now, waiting to go to trial. Imagine you're going to a restaurant to eat, and you think you're going to come out, you just eating, and you're so thirsty now. And I'm going to take a sip of this ice cold water, and it wasn't water. It was Clorox bleach. I'm sure it was mixed with water, because if it was just straight Clorox, you should be able to tell that wasn't just water. He said him and his friend Anthony went to eat at Hong Kong Buffet in 2018. Said he ordered a sweet tea and a water. You usually don't have to order water. They usually just bring it to you. After a long day at work, he chugged it down. Delicious. But it wasn't delicious. I downed it. Then it began to burn my throat. It began to burn me as it went down. So I told Anthony, it's not water. It's burning my throat. Like the first time you shoved your cock down. I don't know if he's gay or not, I'm just saying. But his throat was on fire. He said he threw up, and Davis called 911. Said while medics were tending to him, Davis spoke to the waitress. She was crying. She said, I made a mistake, sir. The lady that served us that drink admitted she had made a mistake. Davis said the waitress explained she grabbed the wrong pitcher. He said instead of grabbing a pitcher of water, she grabbed a nearby pitcher of bleach. Who the fuck's going to put a fucking bleach in a pitcher, y'all? You think? You know what I'm saying? How crazy is that? How do you put Clorox next to where you're putting drinks, he said. According to court documents, he was treated at Lafayette General Hospital for poisoning. Records show he went to multiple doctors over the next few months for a plethora of serious issues. I believe in God, and God spared my life because I was literally dying. Literally. I hate that fucking word. I hate that word. People use it a lot. More than allegedly. Years before the alleged incident, he was diagnosed with, I don't know what this is, ACALASIA. I don't know what that is. It's a condition that makes swallowing food and water difficult. Was I mean too difficult? You chugged that whole fucking glass of bleach down, didn't you? See, like contradicting yourself. After I drank that Clorox, I couldn't even hold water down. Basic water I could not drink. He has said he struggled with his health issues since the alleged incident, hoping the restaurant would be held accountable. I don't want this to happen to nobody. It's unfair. It's not fair. They tried reaching out to the restaurant, the news, and said they were not in. In a civil lawsuit, the restaurant denies all of his claims. Was there a police report filed? Is there any proof that this actually happened? And you drank one thing of bleach. I'm sure it burned your throat, but come on, dude. This is why in Louisiana we have such high insurance rates, because these are some sue-happy motherfuckers here in Louisiana, I'm going to tell y'all. Sue-happy. Worked a crash not too long ago. And one of the people in the crash have gotten themselves an attorney. Okay. This vehicle's damage was, they had to show me where the damage was. I'm like, where did you get it? Where'd you get it? They had to show me. Okay. That's how like the damage was. These motherfuckers ain't got an attorney and all this shit. That's why. Because people just sue for no fucking reason. It's a little ridiculous. Because that's why Louisiana, I think we have the highest fucking insurance rates in the state right now. I mean, in the United States. So that's going to be all the stories for a day. I flew through these things. I'm surprised I did all 16 in under an hour. I hope y'all, watching Bill stuff. I'm glad y'all came along since I just jumped on here. I don't expect to really have anybody on. Excuse me. We are doing the regular midweek news tomorrow. It will be me and Holstera. Unless I find a surprise guest. We'll see. Freebird has a fuzzy hat meeting tomorrow night, so he won't be here. 7:00 p.m. Central, as always. Come hang out with us and stuff like that, and tell them what kind of stories I'm going to have for me and Holstera, or what we're going to talk about. So y'all come hang out with us with that. Check out the merchandise. Remember to like it, subscribe, share it. Helps with the algorithm. If you're listen on the audio platforms, everyone you're on, go on there and write a review if they give that option. That helps out a lot too. Other than that, everybody stay safe. Watch your back. Watch your partner's back. Remember to smile, because the Iceman could always be behind you. And there's no sheepdogs around here. We're all lions. Till tomorrow night.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until